Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel. It's been a long time since we have last met. I hope you are doing great in both your job and in your love life and in life general. I hope you are doing great. Topic is the Narrow Corridor. Narrow Corridor is a book that is written by James Robinson and Mr. Daron Acemoğlu, and they are also the writers of Why Nations Fail, the bestseller book, and they are being promoted to Nobel Prize of the Economics. So they are people who are some have very big brains. The narrow corridor, some countries are dealing with liberty and their constructions, their government itself is free for the people, and people have a right to choose, and people have a say in the matters of the how the system works. And this also has another side. Some countries that doesn't have a libertarian force for them, they're authoritarian and they're despotic governments, so they are on the other side of the corridor. There is a corridor which the state is powerful, and the people and the person who the individuals, they are powerful. So if the individuals are powerful and state isn't powerful, it's a failed state, and we can see some African tribes living this way. And if the state is very powerful but the individuals are powerless, then we see the regimes which are very autocratic and which aren't necessarily democratic, and they do not have their people, their average people, they don't let their average people to have a say on the matters of how the system works, how their operation, how their state works. People cannot be participated in the government's policies, and they can't decide whether they want a certain way for government to work or not. And these are some autocratic states, some despotic states, and these are states like China. These are states like Russia. They are democratic, they are despotic, and the people, individuals, doesn't have a power. For Russia, the oligarchs have power, and for Russia, some elites have power, and obviously the president have power. In China, the Communist Party leaders, the Communist Party participants have power, but average people do not necessarily have power because there isn't any kind of individualism for the systems of those countries. They're authoritarian, and people need to bow their heads, lower their heads if they want to keep out of the trouble. And the narrow corridor is a corridor which the state is powerful, but the individuals are also powerful. And this is the corridor you and your country would like to be in, because you need a powerful state, because there will be conflicts, whether they are interpersonal or international. There will be conflicts, there always will be conflicts, as long as there are humans on the planet, and we need a force, we need a state to solve these conflicts. On the other hand, we need some powerful individuals, so they will have some enterprises, they will have some theories, and they will pursue their liberty and their happiness, so they can create a world which is ideal for everyone, which is ideal for themselves, and which is ideal for other people. Because these kind of people which are free to do whatever they wish to do, which are free to pursue happiness for their lives, they are being productive. The other people the other people are waiting for their line, for the death. They are waiting for their life to end, and this isn't a life, this isn't a way of life, this isn't a life that you wish you would like to be in, because you would like to be free, and you would like to be happy, and you would like to have a secure state which you can protect your belongings, which you can protect your health, which you can protect the everything you own. And you need a state for that, because if there isn't any state, a person which is more powerful than you can come and take all your belongings, and he or she would say, this belongs to me now. If you don't like it, I may harm you in a little way, and you might have nothing to do about it. And this is a very, very bad situation to be in. So you wish to be in the middle of the corridor, which the state will be powerful and which the individuals will be powerful. And the societies that are like that is, for example, United Kingdom. United Kingdom is in the corridor. United States is in the corridor. Some countries that aren't really developed and their state isn't too powerful, their people isn't too powerful, they are like in the middle. They will not be in the corridor, but they will aspire. As long as they aspire to be in the corridor, as long as they do the right things, they do it in an ethical way, they will have a chance to be in the corridor. So if you look at the states which are successful, you will see many common things. That you will see the people of the states, they are free. They are free to whether to spend their money on whatever they would like to do. They are free to live in any state or any country in the world, for that matter. They are free to do the things they would like to do. They are free to open some enterprise. They are free to establish, create a business for themselves, for others. They're free to pursue their liberty, and they're free to pursue their dreams. And as a result, you will see these countries are being successful. They are being successful, whether it's in the military, whether it's in the democracy, whether it's in the human rights, whether it's about the press liberty, whether it's about the human happiness, actual happiness, and whether it's about people having pets and the well-being of the pets, and whether it's about the lifespan of an average person. And if you live in an authoritarian society, you will see things like you have lots of work, you work for a very minimal wage if you work for a wage, and if you own a business, you will always have some struggle. You will always have some struggle, because people will try to take what you already own, because the authoritarian societies, let's think about an authoritarian society. The president or the king or the sheikh, they have all the power. And if you are close to them, whether in a political scale or in a relative scale, if you're close to them, you're close to the source. Because there are some countries, the leader of the country will literally own everything, and the leader of the country will just give its people to live, to survive, enough to survive. And you will see there is a very obvious pyramid for that countries, and the leader will have all the power, and the people who are closest to the leader, and as long as you move on the pyramid, you will have a better wage, better salary, or better money for your business. As long as you move to the top, you will have a better life in those situations. But these people aren't being free. They are just being tolerated by the governor, by the king, by the president. And the president or the leader of that country can take each and everybody's belongings to himself. Why and how he could do that? He would just write a subpoena. So a subpoena that they have to show up to the court, and they will be judged, and they can just transfer those people's money to themselves, because the state is autocratic, and There's no one, perhaps even the constitution itself isn't powerful enough to ask those people some questions about their wrongdoings. And you can see these situations maybe more than half of the world itself. And it's not a good situation to be in, because you will need others to survive, you will need state to survive. And I don't say this in a way which you shouldn't be needing a state. You should and you need to be in a powerful state. But if the individuals are powerless, then this is a new type of slavery. And think about this. Think about the corridor and just look for the countries which are in the corridor. You can imagine this for yourself. You don't even need to look up to Google or any kind of search engines, and you can imagine this for yourself. If the country is in the corridor, you will see people are happier. The people who are living in those countries, they are happier. So think about the corridor, think about it for yourself. If you like this topic, have a research for this topic, use the internet. I'll get to see in the next video. I hope you get great entertainment and great joy from this video, and I hope you had many knowledge from this video. I'll get to see in the next video. Take care and goodbye.